please.
Show us your stash, Dakota.
What'd you say about my stash?
Let's show it. It's an Ashwini stash, so I found out that one of Dakota's actual main constellations is Ashwini, and if you look at my Ashwini page on spiritvehicle.com, little promo there, you'll see they often have this.
You can see your future in this mustache if you look hard enough.
I was just bitching and moaning because I was like, everything has gone wrong, and I've like not been able to access my money and all that shit. And I was like, what have I done to deserve this?
Well, you chose to travel during the infamous Mercury retrograde. I'd say, Clara, that was probably your first mistake.
Or like, what karmas did I do that meant I kept sort of being met with resistance with like everything, apart from being Mercury retrograde, which is probably the main culprit.
Hooray! She's not an idiot after all. Well, not a total one, eh?
What is it you said? What is it you said?
What?
About that book you read.
Oh, that's a long story.
Go on.
I feel like I didn't deliver it well enough. I'll just read it. I'll read it.
Okay, go ahead. Story time. Clara and Dakota.
This is a book called Agora, and it's actually called Karma.
Who wrote that?
Robert Svoboda.
Oh my god! That's on my Amazon wishlist, but I've not yet bought it.
This is the third one. It's called The Law of
I know,
Karma.
but loads. Yeah. Okay, I should read that really.
It's called Whatever God Does Is for the Best.
Yes. And you know what? Like in my like waters and my dark hearts, I know that's true. It's just when you're like live in the moment, it's really hard to remember that.
Okay, so it goes, the Emperor Akbar once developed a chronic non-healing sore on his left pinky finger, and it became so severe that physicians eventually decided that the whole finger needed to come off. The idea of losing part of his body made the Emperor so upset that he sought out a second opinion from his dear friend, confidant, and advisor, Raja Birbal. Birbal told his liege, if the doctors say it has to come off, then it has to come off. Akbar told Birbal, here I am a very religious man who makes all the proper donations at the proper time, and still God is taking away part of my body. What have I done wrong? What has Clara done wrong?
Why am I being kept from my dollars?
And then his friend said, Your Majesty, whatever God does is for the best. This remark irritated the Emperor to no end. He grudgingly agreed to the operation. He decided simultaneously to teach Birbal a lesson. His opportunity came some weeks later when the two of them, out hunting with a few retainers, came across a dry well. Akbar promptly commanded his men to deposit the astonished Birbal into it. So he pushed his friend into the well.
Push his mate in the well.
When the Emperor rode off on his charger,
We had a dodge.
Yeah, the Dodge Charger. When the Emperor drove off in his Dodge and bent over the well's brim, Birbal shouted up to them, why are you doing this? His friend was like, why are you pushing me in the well for?
Fucking idiot.
And Akbar shouted down to his friend, he said, Birbal, because whatever God does is for the best. And he said,
he's cheeky. He's trying it.
Then, to let Birbal stew for a bit, he rode off alone to a different part of the forest, thinking, now we'll see what good God does for him. Birbal, meanwhile, sat in the well, cursing his fate and wondering what was going to happen next. All at once, at the same time, Akbar, the emperor, was surrounded by a band of ruffians. By a bunch of bandits. He gets surrounded by bandits. This particular...
Rude boys.
A bunch of rude boys. The particular pack of thieves selected only rich people as their victims, first robbing them and then offering them as human sacrifices.
They didn't just rob him.
Yeah, they're going to kill him.
They're going to fucking kill him. Oh, I'm so sorry. Pardon my French, guys.
The highwaymen accordingly stripped Akbar of all his clothes and jewelry. And
They got him naked as well.
And the bandit chief told them, prepare yourself for death. Seeing his end approaching, Akbar began to feel Birbals' absence severely. for Brible had always been able to extract the Emperor from otherwise hopeless situations. The gang leader, meanwhile, busily inspected Akbar as he did all his prospective victims. So he's like checking him out to make sure everything's all good. When he got to Akbar's missing pinky, he shouted in dismay, "You are not whole. You're not fit to be offered to my goddess."
You're kidding.
The pinky was not whole.
Liberty. Well, thank God, actually. Thank God he got. Ah.
Disappointed, the thug ordered Akbar to don his clothes and ornaments quickly and depart. So, being told that he was unfit to be sacrificed, it hurt the emperor's feelings, and it hurt his ego. He maintained his presence of mind, though, and as he dressed himself, he thought, Brible was right. Had I not lost my pinky finger, I would have been dead. So he mounted his horse and rode directly back to the dry well and immediately ordered his men to raise Brible, who was wondering why the emperor had changed his mind. Akbar began apologizing to Brible and then told him, "I was so upset with you, I was actually considering leaving you to die. But did I ever learn my lesson? In truth, everything God does is for the best." The emperor then narrated the whole adventure to his amazed audience. Suddenly, Akbar furrowed his brow and asked his friend. So the emperor looks at his friend and goes, "But now tell me, Brible, if whatever God does is for the best, what good came of you being in the well?" And Brible told him, "Isn't it obvious? If I had not been in the well, I would have been captured with you, and after the bandits had rejected you, I would have been next in line to sacrifice. Since I am not missing any parts of my body, they would have sacrificed me. The Lord is truly marvelous."
That's amazing.
Akbar, stroking his beard, or his mustache in my
That's
case.
amazing. And actually, I think, like, okay, let's try to see the good in the situation that we've just had then. I had no money over the past
Well,
few
it's hard
days.
to see it
Look
now.
at that crazy ass bird. Look at the moves it's doing. That's so nuts. So that I recently discovered that birds of prey.
She didn't know birds ate rabbits and goats.
I feel like it's not that astonishing to not know that birds are goats. I feel like that's not.
No, it's pretty crazy if you think about a bird eating a goat.
Yeah, exactly.
Goats are pretty big,
Like when
but I knew that already.
Like when snakes eat like crocodiles.
Oh my god, yeah, and they just swallow them.
And they're just all big and shit. What do they do? They just drag
digest
themselves
it.
along.
Yeah, they just digest it.
Fascinating.
But it's hard to see what's gonna be good, the good about the situation.
And I
when you're in
realise
it.
that now. But I guess I've got to wait a little while to see why.
It could be
Maybe it's because like where we
10
were,
years.
I would have just spent money on stupid shit. Could be 10 years.
Could be.
What?
Yes. Before you realize the lesson.
What, this one?
Yeah. Just go.
Yeah.
10 years just sitting there. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I finally get it.
Ones.
It all makes sense. Also, we're sitting in front of the Taj Mahal right now.
Oh yeah, you can't see right now, but this Taj Mahal is
Huge in front of us.
right there. It really is. I mean, looking at the camera, it looks like I'm looking at the camera, but I'm not. I'm looking at the bloody Taj. So, when I was in Bali, I had to travel to Singapore, and I was with Jason, and I lost my passport. And so I was like, what the fuck? Like, what am I going to do now? Like, lost my passport and I'm stuck in... not exactly found in.
Oops.
Oh no! Stuck in Bali. But actually, really, I was like really suffering. My cluster headaches were like really nuts that trip. And so I was just kind of keen to get going. I wanted to go home. And it was Christmas the next day. So, yeah, I was running around all of Bali. Like, my flight was in like half an hour. So I said to Jason, you go without me. So he went without me. And I spent like loads of money, like pretty much like the last of my money, running around in a cab. And the driver obviously took full advantage of my of me in that situation. He knew that I was like, yeah, I know.
What do you mean?
Well, oh shit! I just thought, okay, that sounds bad. He took full advantage of like the situation of me needing him to drive me around. He just charged me like 3 times the amount. You're like, really? You're okay about this?
He's like, it's the hand job and wherever you want to go.
Oh. No, and so eventually I realised I'd left my passport at a hotel. And when I went back to the airport, they put me on the next flight. And the next flight, I sat down on the plane, and I sat next to a guy who I'd seen in a restaurant about a week before, and we sort of acknowledged each other, and that was it. And then he sat down on me on this plane. He sat down next to me on this plane. And
sits in your lap.
You just imagine. So then I started talking to him, and he was like, "Oh, so what are you interested in? Like, what do you do, whatever?" And I was like, "I can love astrology." And he was like, "Oh, I know my entire birth chart," and I was like, "You do?" Those are like the magic words. I'm literally like, so we started speaking about astrology, and he was like, "Oh, there's this," and turns out he's some like unbelievable like spiritual like teacher person who went and trained with like kung fu masters and all that. He's one of those dudes. And he was like, "Oh," when I told him about the research I was doing, astrological research on the nakshatras and their influence on our like behaviour and our appearance and all that kind of shit. I told him about that stuff, and I showed him some of my website, and he was like, I need to put you in contact with my friend who is a writer who I believe is like, he's written some like amazing books on using LSD for like I think it's like growing your consciousness or developing your consciousness, and he's super into like exploring the dream world. He's just written like amazing books, and he gave me his email address and was just like, hit him up, he'd be really interested in your research, because he's doing, or he has done some research to do with astrology and its effect on something. So if I hadn't missed that flight, if I had left my passport, and I was literally like, why am I such an idiot? Like, how can I leave my passport? Look at what a moron.
And you got it back?
Yeah, I got it back. And if I hadn't done that, then I wouldn't have had that whole like conversation on the plane. And the conversation on the plane felt so like fated. And like we got on so well, we're talking the entire flight just sort of flew by. And then he gave me this email address of this guy who's books.
You were talking to him?
No, I actually launched a website yesterday. So now that's done, I can hit him up. Yeah. Well, not launch a website, but I put the astrology pages up. So if you guys want to learn astrology, it's spiritbook.com. But yeah, thank you for reading that story. This is what we're going to talk about right now. I'll be back with more videos really soon.
Oh, I'm covered in eyebrows.
You see? Oh.
My mouth has eyebrows.
I like I'm covered in sweat. Because I am. Oh, let's show Taj Mahal.
Yeah, you have to. I think I'm breaking out my rashes.
Yeah, I'm itchy as a bitch.
What a beautiful building.
What a crazy. Oh, but Dakota. What is it really?
Oh,
what is it?
It's a Shiva temple, apparently. I don't know for sure. You know anything about Taj Mahal being a Shiva temple? Shiva temple, Taj Mahal? Was a Shiva temple before? And then they stole it?
I thought we turned
I know, so is it Shiva temple?
No.
Not Shiva temple. Taj Mahal, Shiva temple, no.
It didn't used to be? It didn't used to be a Shiva temple? No.
He winked at us. America said.
Oh, America. You?
London.
England said.
From London. Every time I hear that in my head, Russell Brand goes, "Sally from London." Ooh, food.
This is so hard to watch. Little did I know that literally about, 3 hours later, we would be pissing from our asses and throwing up so savagely that we couldn't breathe. Oh, look at our little faces. We're so happy, so excited. The kids in the background, though, they know. Look at his little face. He fucking knows. He knows my fate, and he doesn't feel good about it. This is so sad. This is so weird. I know what's coming. Look at Dakota's face. Oh, God. Dhanyavad means thank you. So we're all sat here just watching me thank this gentleman for poisoning us. Bless my heart.
Ooh. That was good. Thank you. Oh no, anyway.
Oh, look at that food. Look at that out of focus, nasty ass food. And maybe this time it's not out of focus because I'm a terrible photographer who literally has, still not got a grip on how to get the audio and picture right on her videos. It's out of focus probably because it's fucking disgusting, poisonous, bacteria-filled food. Yeah, let's go with that one.
Yeah, baby. What are you eating, honey?
What are we eating? Oh, just poison, hun. You're just eating poisonous virus food, hun. Oh, it's so dark watching this now.
I'm eating.
Poison. We just did this, Clara. He's eating poison. He's about to be literally leaking from both ends for about 2 days.
Curry sabji, vegetable curry.
Nice.
No, it's not nice, Clara. You're going to find out really soon. This is the worst thing ever. You're not going to be able to breathe through the fucking vomit.
Potatoes, it looks like.
Yep.
Potato.
Okay.
Okay, time to go eat poison now. Bye.